The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. Make creamy mac and cheese or a spinach artichoke fondue from our selection of Murray's cheese. No matter how you shop, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories Flash Briefing. I want to start by saying that I really hope that you are staying safe during this time. And if you do have the coronavirus, my heart really goes out to you. I hope you're taking care of yourself, doing whatever you have to do so that you can get better quickly. I'm saying this because several of my colleagues on my team have it. And even though we've been working from home for a long time and we haven't had any contact in several weeks at this point, still, my heart goes out to everyone who's suffering, dealing with the symptoms and trying to take care of their families at the same time. I do feel super bad about that. Let's get into the Instagram news. Adam Mosseri did a AMA on Friday, as he normally does. And here's a really interesting question. I'm going to give the background of why this is important. The question was, why is Instagram being slow in shutting down Insta Lives of the same nature of, quote, quarantine live? A little bit of background, if you didn't know. Taylor Lorenz is a writer for the New York Times. Taylor Lorenz does amazing work, and I'm a huge fan of all of her writing. And she talked about some of the things that people have been using Instagram Live for during this time. Now, I'm not going to get into the specifics because this is a family-friendly show, but if you can use your imagination of what sort of places people might not be able to go to anymore but still want to be entertained, that's what people are using Instagram Live for. And there's even a system that people are doing where they create an Instagram account every day. Then they tell their followers, hey guys, here's where the Instagram Live is going to be at 11 o'clock. It's going to be on this account. And then people join. And after a few hours, Instagram catches on and shuts down the account. No big deal. They just make a new one the following day. So that's the background you needed to know about this question.
We really don't want to shut down lives, but when we see content that violates our community standards, things like nudity, we got to do it. So the rules are the rules.
The next question, what's the most compelling way you've seen Instagram being used right now?
I think the battles of the last couple of weeks have been pretty amazing. It's not at all what we had in mind when we designed and built Live with, but it's just great to see people come up with new, interesting, and creative ways to use the platform.
Next question, and this one I actually really like. What should be the optimum time duration of an IGTV? I personally am of the opinion that shorter is better, but I have been known to be wrong. Here's Adam Mosseri's answer.
It's going to be different for everyone because everyone has their own audience and every audience is different. So try a couple different things out, see what resonates and what doesn't, and just learn and adapt.
The next question, what are some big updates we can expect for Instagram in the time to come? His answer?
One big focus of ours right now is what we can do to help businesses that are struggling, particularly small ones. So expect more on that in the coming weeks and months. And another is how we can get support to people who need it, given everything that's going on. So not sure what we'll do there, but thinking a lot about that.
I'm realizing now that he actually answered a ton of questions. Let's just do one more. Why do you only allow links in the bio? This is something I've talked about on the show before, but it's really good to keep this in mind because it can be really frustrating, the fact that they don't allow links in captions. Here's the answer.
Because we're focused on visual communication. Links are great, but at Instagram we're focused on other things, and we think if we let links be everywhere, that pretty quickly it'll change, and not necessarily in a way that we'll all like.
I completely agree with that sentiment. No disrespect to anybody who sells on Instagram, but I feel like it's become way too oversaturated with ads and people selling courses and all kinds of other things. I'm not saying that that is necessarily bad for everyone, but I personally am grateful that that's kept to a minimum, and I can just enjoy the experience of going on there, seeing other people creating content and be inspired. Okay, guys, that's it for the show. I am going to do news tomorrow and Q&A, so come back. I think you're going to really like it. Thanks for listening.